Hello, welcome to another Daily Digest video. I'm Ross Merriam and I'm on the play, which is awesome because I'm playing a deck that really wants to be on the play. This is going to look a little bit like Scred Red, but as you can see, the mountains are not snow-covered, and our deck has no Screds. Instead, this is all-in red. Plays Simian Spirit Guide and various ritual effects to power out the many lock pieces that are in Modern. Chalice of the Void, Blood Moons, and Ensnaring Bridge, and then has the similar threat base to Scred Red. There's Chandra, there's Koth, and a little bit of removal. So let's see how it goes. I guess I can Faithless Looting here on turn 1, Chalice on 2, clear out the way of the board on with Anger on 3, and then go from there. So seems like a reasonable hand, even though it's not particularly explosive. No fast mana, but it does the things that I want it to do. So, turn 1 looting. And think I can safely discard 2 mountains and just find a 4th mana source by the end, by the time I cast this Chandra. Had I known the matchup, maybe this Anger would have been the card that gets pitched. Maybe I'll regret that, but there's a mountain anyway, so good on us. X is 1. Unfortunately, now I can't flash back this Faithless Looting, but not the end of the world. So our opponent's Storm? Probably not. They usually have a cantrip there. Could be just Jeskai. Hopefully the Chalice is then quite good against them. This Anger is certainly not looking good, but we're drawing a bunch of lands, so I don't feel too bad discarding the ones that we had. Would have liked to have drawn a Ritual or SSG by this point. We could have powered out the Chandra a turn early. There's a good chance they have a counterspell up, which is what's going to make this matchup a little tough. Ooh, Saheeli Rai. That's a good one. Did they scry to the top or the bottom? They scry to the top. Well, none of my things deal with Saheeli because I have a bunch of Angers and Bolts. So all I'm left to do is hope they don't have Felidar Guardian. And that's what I'm going to do. Well, wish I had that one. And pretty sad that I revealed it to my opponent. Because now they know I have Moon. I might have slipped their mind if they didn't see it, even though I'm very clearly a deck that would want to have it. Oh, they scry to the top again. Do they just have it and they're wasting? Okay, wow. You're really going to plus the Saheeli first and waste my time? Come on now. Pithing Needle, you seem good. Does any... Why is there Engineer Explosives in this deck? I mean, you already have sweepers for tokens. I guess Ensnaring Bridge, if I have no cards in hand, does stop the combo. But what am I really trying to do in this matchup? Not really sure how the rest of their deck is configured, so I don't know how good Anger of the Gods and Lightning Bolt are. I do know that Lightning Bolt will stop the combo by killing Saheeli. So I think what I want to do is just cut these Angers. It looked like our opponent was Jeskai rather than a 4-color list, which looks similar to company decks. So I don't think they're going to be as creature heavy. I'm okay with this. I do have to be wary of putting Chalice on 1 so aggressively with Pithing Needle as my best answer to the combo, but I think Chalice will be quite good in the matchup anyway. I would like to play first. And wow, this hand is not good. Blood Moon, I assume, is still good in the matchup, even though they know about it, but they can have a turn 2 counterspell for it. I have 6 lands. I really want to be doing something very early. Turn 2 Blood Moon is a bit better than turn 3, and if I just find a land or a Simian Spirit Guide, this does that. Then I just followed up with a Chalice, which also seems fine. So I think I'll keep this on 6, and there's my land, so. See what our opponent does on turn 1. Hope it's a fetch land. And it is. I guess I was hoping that it wasn't a fetch land, but this will still cut them off of 1 of blue and white, which is quite valuable. The combo crosses all 3 colors, so it does presumably stop the combo as a result. They've chosen to have blue mana. Now I can cast a 4-drop threat should I draw 1. I don't think I want a Chalice for 2. I don't have a lot of 2-mana spells. It's mainly these rituals, of which I've drawn a few already. Saheeli Rai. Well, this should help them find a basic plains if they have one. They scry to the bottom. Do I want to Chalice on 2 now? It'll shut off this Desperate Ritual, but I don't think this Desperate Ritual is doing a lot. Sure. If they do have counterspells, this should shut them off in case I draw a 4-mana threat. If I didn't draw a land there, then the Desperate Ritual is what turns on the 4-mana threat, but the fact that I did draw one makes me more want to play the Chalice. Yeah, they're scrying to the bottom, everything, just digging for basic plains, I think. Wonder if they have something else to cast here. I'm going to leave the chat window up because I think they're going to be scrying every turn. Wonder if they have something to do with Saheeli's ultimate. Because right now, I am not doing much of anything. What could they be thinking about here? I don't know. Presumably they're just going to be casting their spells as they can. Ooh, that is a card. I wonder if I just end up dying to 20 activations of this Saheeli. That would be embarrassing. I scry to the bottom again. I don't want to just die on the spot to the combo. I really want to empty my hand. So I'm actually going to cast this for 0 and pass the turn. And if they go for the combo, then I can cast this Desperate Ritual. I'll cast it on their end step anyway, but I would have cast another Chalice for 1 there, just as for redundancy, but Chalice for 1 actually gets countered by Chalice on 2, so it would not have resolved. They're just discarded cards they can't cast. Okay. This at least threatens the Saheeli. Oh, I guess it doesn't. This is, yeah, this is just can't attack. I didn't even check how they scryed last turn. Yeah, let's scry to the bottom again. I guess now I'm wishing I had held that Desperate Ritual. Scry to the bottom. Do I risk... Oh, man. Do I risk dying to basic plains in order to try to attack this Saheeli down? I think I do. This is a card that'll let me pretty easily empty my hand if I want to, so like if they scry to the top. They go to the bottom again. Yeah, Bolt they can't cast. That's actually a good one to have. Attack Saheeli. Even though it's a brick, I can now just cast this Looting, get it out of my hand. If they draw the planes and go for the combo, I can Pyretic Ritual, stop that. And it leaves me with one card, so I can draw a card for my turn and attack the Saheeli every turn. And it looks like they did not have something to do with its ultimate, so I am now... Ooh, they scry to the top. No bueno. I think they found their planes. Well, I'm going to attack Saheeli. And I'm going to play Chandra. Well, I hope this doesn't get countered. Okay. Because they scry to the top, I'm going to just add mana and cast the Pyretic Ritual in my hand to make sure my hand is empty. The Chandra will now start pressuring the Saheeli instead of the Magus. And I'll have to get the Saheeli out of the way. Yep, there's the planes. So the Saheeli can keep the Chandra down and hopefully win by ultimating Chandra. They scry to the bottom. Okay, do they just not even have a Felidar Guardian? Let's plus the Chandra. Yes, I will redirect. And so this Simian Spirit Guide is basically never going to attack if I cast it. It is a card I can then get out of my hand at instant speed if they go for the combo. And if they go for the combo, they're -2ing their Saheeli, which is very good for me. So on top, wonder what they left on top now. So now that they didn't go for the combo, I can draw a card and attack with this Magus and get 2 loyalty off the Saheeli that way. Down to 4. Play this land. Exile the top card. Don't want to cast Blood Moon. And I will redirect. And do the same thing. I'm hoping that the card they left on top is not Engineered Explosives. I guess that wouldn't be that... No, it would be bad. Because they would get... Just getting rid of the bridge is bad enough. It gets rid of both moons. Wear and Tear. That is also pretty good. I think I'm going to be dead now. That was so close. Oh. Yeah, there's Felidar Guardian. It was really only a turn away. I guess the first top was the Wear Tear, and then the second top was the Guardian. Yeah, them scrying every turn, just being able to put everything on the bottom, it's pretty nice. I guess if I had been more aggressive and not playing around Guardian. Oh no, the first scry on top was the Plains, second was the Guardian. So they had the Wear Tear. They just couldn't cast the Tear half of it, which I guess it wasn't really that relevant. They just didn't have the Guardian, so there was no reason to go for it. Oh no, the casting the Terror Half is relevant. Okay. Yeah, because they had to cast the Terror Half in order to get it to CMC3 and dodge the Chalice on 2. I don't think I could have reasonably waited to play the Chalice on 3. I guess I did get to 6 here at some point. I would have been a turn early, but they could have just cast the Wear Tear in response then and been a turn early on that. So I don't think there was anything I could have done. Yep. Just didn't have enough pressure. Koth would have been... I guess Koth wouldn't have been that good because the Saheeli would have stopped it from ultimating. Saheeli is just actually quite good. The checking my Planeswalkers while scrying a bunch, even through Blood Moon, was excellent. So they really only needed the one basic land to get an island to cast the Saheeli, and that set everything else up. I just needed to apply more pressure and wasn't able to. So, hope you enjoyed that one, and you can come back and see me on Friday. Yeah, on Friday. Bye.